You're going to see me being obedient here for a bit. This is Vauxhall Bridge entrance from the north. There's a little sign here just to remind cyclists that this red light is actually for them. It's so windy at the moment actually that just fell over, so I'm not sure how stable I'll be for this, and I may stop very quickly. But I thought I'd show you a vague idea of what it's actually like at this moment. So here we go. I'm on my Brompton actually, so it's not too bad. Right, you can see this is actually quite smooth, well laid. They've actually put cones at the moment in the gaps. I think something else goes there in time. I'm not sure if there was anything in the visualisation. This will never be coloured because it's a heritage of the bridge, but you can already hear how much quieter the traffic is to quite a distance away. On the other side, on the right hand side here, there will be another flow of cycles coming in the other direction. There will always be someone overtaking, especially if you're going to do this. But it's really quite straightforward at the end of the day. The thing you'll notice is there are large sections that are as yet unsurfaced. That's because they're actually bridge joints. They will have to be slightly differently done, but that's really just about leaving a joint in, I think. It's not that complicated. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop not far from here and just show you how this used to be. So. Okay, so this is how this lane used to be, all the way over the bridge, about this wide. It's narrow. To just get an idea of how narrow, I'll turn around and you can see. So that's the cones. The cones narrow in the actual segregation. It was not great. On the other side, there's still a bus lane. I think that remains anyway. It's actually still going to be cyclable. In some contexts, it won't be that easy to reach this lane. It won't necessarily make all the movements you'll need to make at the other junction, so that's going to be necessary. Ideally, at some point, we end up with good lanes on both sides of the road for cycling, and very much fully covered junctions for cycling, although there are issues with the regulations in the UK that make that very difficult to get just right. So usually they make a bit of a compromise. In time, who knows where that will go. But yeah, at this point, I'm basically showing a lot of traffic. The interesting thing you also see here is this is Sunday and TfL are working away pretty heavily. Now obviously this is not a great thing to be working on in rush hour. I don't know how phasing works generally, but these guys are working quite hard and I went through this at like 9:30. This short section of bus lane here remains, the bus lane that's gone. That will then enable buses to overtake the last bit of queuing traffic. But it will be an interesting bit of infrastructure in London. It goes beyond many things we've seen before. This is sadly a junction that has seen deaths and major injuries. This treatment does not necessarily treat all of the movements in which those occurred. It treats a function and it gives an alternative in some other respects, but it doesn't necessarily mean that all of those direct movements are covered. I used to end up coming at this by accident. Oh, you want to make fun? Okay. Well, I have to go somewhere else then. Anyway, that's this. I might show you a bit of the curve on the far side. Yeah. Do you want to see the far side, Maidstone? Sort of over where it starts to end up into the next section of track. So I'll just go over there. I'll cycle over, so take a little while.